Hey, Gremlin here with Hunter nearby. So, this is old news. Apparently, I just found this out 3 minutes ago. It's 2 in the morning, 1:58. And I'm hoping this works because I've got windows open and like the attic fan sort of thing on, so it might get a little weird if the breeze coming through the room changes. It can distort stuff, but hopefully it'll be alright. I'm going to start this up at start the latest save file. So we're in 1.0 right now. We will be in whenever this happens. And the essentially, let me see if I can get one sec. This is yesterday now because it's been today for 2 hours. 1.1 should be out. They're saying tomorrow, which is now today because this is yesterday and that's how time works. Official release for 1.1, some fixes, blah blah blah. Maybe so. And if that's the case, I'm a little I'm always a little concerned. You can come in whenever. Are you trying?
Yeah.
Okay.
Also trying not to sneeze, so.
I can pause it if you're worried. Got Kleenex somewhere.
I don't know when it's going to happen.
Oh, it's a surprise. I'm hitching, so you must be getting in.
I'm working on it.
Anyway, so the 1.1 element aside, I've got kind of a list of stuff. We've been doing a little bit in here. I can show you the one right now. I added an outlet port to this quick-wire thing from last time. Basically, it's just if it's quick-wire, it still goes to the left, and fuels are limiters, I want to say, is in here. Yeah. And if it's, basically, if it ever when it jams up, because it does, whatever's jamming, it'll necessarily go to the side, so whether it's quick wire, cable, it gets ticket mulched, and that's the end of it. Which means we're burning like half of what we're making, but that's fine. It's all stuff we have to burn. It's not a big deal. Added another smelter thing for the deuterium here because we were getting a little close to not getting enough. So yeah, like that's empty for the moment. Anyway, that's one thing, is that we're no longer jamming up on sending wire stuff, whether it's quick wire or wire or cable, off to where they go outside of this, more or less outside of the sorting system, because if something with 500 units gets into this thing, it just takes forever to go away. Bad enough like this. Patched steel ingots. Okay, that's actually old news. It's not untrue, but I went back and turned it off because we are now full over here on steel ingots on our simpler storage sorter thingy. I think that's this one. So we're not in a hurry to get more of those, so I actually went back and shut it down. For now, I can turn it, just because we were sending... No, I didn't. Wait, did I? I went there and I'm not sure if I shut it down now, but let me check. We are full, that's not the question. And I think we're full on the parts we're actually using, because we have some being flown in, too, to make beams and pipes and whatever. I know this was... Is that... Steel ingot still I was going to shut it off, and I thought about it and turned back. So, we're just burning them on contact at this point in that mulcher. So yeah, they are in fact coming in. I overloaded. I couldn't... same way... Let me go over there, I guess. Hang on. So, over here, roughly at the oil fields, which are right down there. That's a huge mess, by the way. We can either ignore it because it doesn't hurt much, or tear it all down and fix it because we got battery backups at this point. This is steel ingots. We've had this for a while. It was actually one of our earlier uses of an uploader, I think. That's like iron stuff. It makes rods and screws and plates, I think. But then some of the iron ore gets routed up here. I've got a couple of ingot makers, which kind of just go in here and get stored or uploaded, but then I added an output to send it up, just to send it straight to home along the sushi belt. Not a huge deal, it's just what's happening. And again, I could just shut those down, but I guess I don't care. It's not I'd care a lot more if we had, like, enough stuff coming in, if you look at how this belt looks, to slow it down. But as it is, it's just going this fast, and nothing is holding it up at all. When it hits the programmable splitter thingy, it does its job without slowing anything. It's fine. So that's going on. And then the next thing is I added, and I could have pointed this out while I was there. Almost there, it's right in front of me, I see it. Added plastic and rubber to the simple sorter. They're not strictly ingots, but then neither are reconstituted reanimated SAM. They're building blocks. You make stuff out of rubber, you make stuff out of plastic. They're components in making stuff, importantly enough. So I consider them, you know, ingot adjacent, sort of. So, yeah, go off the side and go over here where that's going to be. They are not full, although, did I mention that last time that I went back to the Western Oil where we're flying in rubber, and I changed, yeah, I think I did, that we were making a stupid recipe for rubber, so I changed it, and it's really messy over there now. It's temporary until we're full on rubber, but plastic, actually one of these, was it, I think we're full on, I think it's this one, we're almost done. It's like 5 or 6 boxes up, there it is. So that's nearly full, and there's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to go after that, and then we can throw that into the list of stuff we just burn and otherwise shut down, peeling off half of, or more than half, because the other path this stuff is going down is just kind of backed up. It's just used when it is. So that's happening. And then, yeah, rubber is coming in from wherever we're getting it, and that's probably a big element of what's happening right here. There's some. That's being flown in at like a few hundred every time the drone lands. It's here. It is not real full yet. It's kind of way the hell up here. I think we have more rubber than plastic in here, but that doesn't mean much, because it's like less than 10% full, I'm pretty sure. It's way the hell up, and I'll get there. Well, hang on. There it is. So that one is that full, and then this many down that way are not full. I think plastic, actually, there, it stops there. Can I can't see that from here, and I can't fly because there's no power here. We have a lot to build up for that, but it'll work eventually. Oh, I'm just drifting. I'm not flying, but I'm not falling. It's somewhere in between. And then, that's all of the stuff that we have done. So did that. That's working. Did that to the degree that we don't have to care that it's a thing, and that's ongoing, and we know what's happening. And was going to be my plan for today, and might still be. But if we're going to kick up to 1-1, that gives us a lot of new options. Well, it gives us some. It gives us mid lifter. What are these things called? Lifter. Yeah, we can put splitters on lifts. And we can have lift for like a service lift for people built into places, which we tested this all out once, kind of.
You did.
Yeah, we were around. I guess if I make package rocket, the reason for that, it happened again, where we have right here is the bacon. That's kind of the dumbest name, but it made sense when I did it. This is importing rocket fuel from bacon. That's the drone. So there's 61 in there right now. Does it get bigger if I zoom in? That was really teensy. Not really. And that's yeah. So that's a drone going to get it. So I mean, how much it might get a stack of these things. It's chancy. Occasionally we don't get enough rocket fuel to send all the drones out and get them to come back again. Which matters because we have at this point a lot of drones. We have these two, those 4, 1, 2, yeah, 4, 5. What the hell? One. That's like copper. This one's, what is this one? Iron. Steel. It's 4. So 4, 6, 8. And then, of course, they all have counterparts somewhere in the world. And the only one that's being fueled off-site... Oh, it's not even here. There's a couple more. One is at the oil fields that takes empty plastic canisters to the our initial aluminium spot. I'm going to go over here. And it's fueled by basic petrol, the original. Well, the original, we were using batteries before 1.0 to fuel to get drones to fly. Now we can use just about anything, but well, I don't think we really... Do we have any batteries? Are we even making any?
No idea.
I don't think we are. I don't know where we'd be doing that, so it's possible that would be something to do sometime. But to keep that system operational, and as much as that's even possible, I'm thinking we could probably... Because we can make... It would help to make rocket fuel where I'm heading. Obviously it would help, but more importantly, it would clear up the system. When I get there, you'll see how messy it is. And still not good enough. It's really back... Because we're producing all this rocket fuel, but it's not going anywhere. It's going into like 4 fuel burners, but given what we could fuel with how much we have, it's meaningless. It's denting it by... It's not even... You know, the definition of decimate is actually remove 10%. It's not even doing that, I don't think. So I could put down a train and push, but I'm going to do that. I'll just go there. Hang on. Alright, so over here, that's where we're burning rocket fuel. That's where we're storing rocket fuel. This is where I hit space so I don't die. This, I guess, is producing it. Right? Yeah. So we're making 100 units of 100... What is that, 1,000 cubic meters? I don't know how that's supposed to add up. We're making the stuff, it's going in here. These fill up quick. If I put down another, it'll be minutes before it's full. Comes in because we're doing all this stuff. Partly making rocket fuel, obviously. This is making the turbo fuel because we're making the sludgy residue, which is also making plastic, which is important because that becomes canisters to burn off the packaged the residue. Otherwise, we're producing rubber from oil and producing more residue, so that's why we have to care about that. And these are kind of sort of giving us 200 rubber a minute. There's 32 in there, but that thing's full of 672. That way it's worth it to do this. To keep up with the element of packaging and mulching in this thing, the sludge, whatever this stuff's actually called, I always forget, residue. I've got like, we had this, but I threw in 3 more real fast just to keep this going until I saw that it was working. This is all temporary until we have enough rubber that we don't have to care, but... And then we do something better, I suppose. But, yeah, the issue with being really full on the residue, which we don't have a globe for it, I guess, one of these. Producing turbo fuel, which gets stored because we were working, goes over here, gets mixed with nitric whatever, acid, becomes rocket fuel, becomes stored, goes into these 4 things, which are doing... Oh, I could actually overclock these, I guess. That would help. So they're producing energy, in as much as that matters. We're at basically 80,000 megawatts, and we're using half that at worst. So, you know, it's not a big, important issue. What we really could do, though, is grab... Let's do it. You're at home, huh?
Yep.
Well, why are you at home?
There's nothing for me to do anywhere else right now.
Oh. Grab one of the... That's a packager. Yeah, grab one of the... I gotta get some packages over here, too, now, but... We'll just throw this down, like... No, let me see. Anywhere that doesn't suck. Maybe right here. Turn it around so it helps. Throw that in, power it with something. We'll have to get the... We'll have to steal some of these boxes from over here, I suppose. There's... yeah, what is... Yeah, that'll just work. Give me that. And, if I make this straight, what does it do for me? Let's do that. Ah, damn it, it moved. Somehow I twitched while I was doing that. Do that again, but not in a... What did I do wrong? But not in a stupid way. Maybe this will get fixed in some version. Is that... It just did that. I don't know. I guess that looks better anyway. Now I should be able to just turn the corner in a good way, and... No, not really. Okay, you know... Go, look here. Be not straight. Go this way. Now be straight and go that way and it'll work. Yeah, that kind of works. Get this however far I can go with it. And we're heading over to that thing, so just follow the available space, I guess, to about like here. I may actually want to move that thing. I'm not sure if I can hook this through here in a good... Well, yeah, I can. Snap that into the back so that we have some, Oh, give me, that. I don't know if we need to overclock this or any... Empty fluid tank. What am I doing wrong here?
Those are not... You need the
Oh, it's the other ones. Yep. Nuts. I didn't even factor for that. That's aluminium, right?
Yep.
Let me think for a second. We do have aluminium happening over there. So, damn. Yeah, kill... That was I'm just going to get rid of all that again. Hang on. Okay, is there anywhere I can jam whatever I just got? Yeah, that'll work. Okay. How do you make the... Is it like a constructor, or what do you do? I don't know. We have raw aluminium over here. We can do ingots and whatever. We can do whatever we want.
Yeah, take ingot, put into constructor.
Okay. Let's set that there. Looks like it'll probably be fine. Throw this onto the side like that. Throw this into... Is there a way to do this without that looking like that? No, it's the same other... It's fine, whatever. Power... No, power this somehow. Which ought to let me make the other kind of empty canister, that one. That'll work better, and whether it's... Yeah, I'll come back to this if I need to. Bring these out so that we get where we want with them. Can I just go under that? Will it look weird? Maybe. Doesn't mean I should. I forgot where I was going. Give me... Wow, it is just making those, huh? That's fine if we... Yeah, if we go... this way and then... this way. I'm just gonna go get this attached. Hang on. That'll work. Should get... Yeah, and then catch up before we don't have space for what I picked up. And then just hook in the... Oh, give me a, just pretty much this. Yep. And what option? Well, I'll have more later today, huh?
Yeah, I thought you were going to wait for that. But...
I can fix it later. It's not a big deal. I'll fix it when I do, which means there's probably no point. What color are we looking at?
I don't remember right now. It's the dark red, so it might be... Oh,
I don't know.
problem is I can't see the rest of it, so I don't know if there's any
Yeah,
other...
you can. It's right there.
It's grayed out.
Mm-hmm.
Everything changes. Try 9.
Okay. Yeah, we can fix that one when we want to. So now let me grab a quick drone port. And we'll throw the package... Will it fit here? I think so. Yeah, it looks alright. Let's line it. Let's see what our options are. Spinning it correctly would be great. You know, get somewhere safe. Go there, H. If, what's output look like? Right there. Whether it's actual output, back it away a little, or let's try that. And just connect this for now. And give me a splitter. And go back to being this stuff. Connect that, see if it works. Yeah. And whether this is overclocked, we'll see over time if it matters. Don't have a drone yet, or power, for that matter. Go grab it. I just don't want to have to hit Q and look for a drone. Give me a drone to throw onto this. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. I might be happier adding a drone somewhere else for reasons. Drone, yeah. Western. The other one's bacon, so it doesn't matter. Outgoing rocket fuel. Right? And if I get this gone and then do this, yeah, that's like that. Now if I go home, I can just build, I can just prime it with enough fuel to get here and it won't matter. That should be stacked up and ready to bring this home. And that way, we use up some of the rocket fuel and also have more at home, which I'd like. Let me get home. Hang on. Random slug. I wonder if we're going to get more slugs popping back in with the 1-1. And more. We haven't really cleared out what we do have. We've been stalling on, I don't know why, we just didn't do it. That's okay. We have a lot of stuff. We have almost enough sloops to fill up the... We have 208 out of 250 we could store online. The rest would be crammed in an uploader somewhere. We are over 200 and we're over 5 stacks on these guys. We have that plus whatever's in the system waiting to upload. So we're doing pretty well overall, and Mercers are, yeah, 235. We can find 15 more of those. We have a box set, but I'm a little concerned. You'd think I would have to drop out of the game and physically, manually update this to get 1-1, right? It's not just going to suddenly kick us out and say no more. I don't know if that happens. It might. I've seen servers reset for whatever reason.
This isn't a server.
It says it is. It says, you know, we're going to clear
it out. That's just a message.
Yeah, but it actually follows through on it. I've had it happen. It's like, you're not playing anymore. Come back in when it's fixed. I don't know why it does that. I don't know if it's an update or just, like, clearing out whatever's resident in the RAM.
I would assume that it's a garbage collection station.
Yeah, it might be. In any case, I don't want to linger too hard and have this just suddenly decide to update, because I don't even know for sure that the update's going to carry over nicely. It's never really worked before. Well, once it did, but it didn't help us because we, when we went from, was it 8 or 9 that we were in early access that we then kicked up to 1?
No idea. I know
it seems like it was 9, but I don't think we were in 9 that long. I don't know.
I know that 1 to 1-1 is working fine across the board unless you're player 2 and you happen to have a lot of splitters.
Well, yeah, but that was a couple months ago. I think that's probably been fixed, or they wouldn't be pushing it out. Anyway, yeah, when we went from like 7 to 8, we had to start over because it puked. When we went from, I think 8 to 9 happened and then puked. When we went from 9 to 1, 9 being 09 really, 0.9, we, it updated just fine, except that we had to restart the game to start the achievements, so in a way it didn't work, but I'm not anticipating any new achievements. I guess there could be some. And,
they don't generally do that with games.
Not, well...
Unless there's a purchasable DLC and you want to mess everything up.
Coffee Stain aren't like that. They're cool. This is our incoming... It is, though. Rocket fuel right now, which again is a little dismal. This is where it comes out there and then... So if I... Let me get a... Let's actually just... got Fixmas stuff I don't want to delete, but because I want to see if that carries over and also gets us to December and starts up again. I'm really not sure. If I can just do this, if we just put in, am I on, yeah, give me Zoop. Just give me enough to do this, and I don't know how far out I have to go. I guess we'll find out. And then we can rethink this later if it turns out there's a better way, but let's try that. Put down one of these sorta like, if I hit control, does it line up? Okay. Put that there with a little space. Give me a way to power this thing from somewhere. Barely. Don't have to worry. Oh, give me a drone. Do I have a drone? Throw a drone in there. This guy's going to be called Incoming Rocket Fuel. And once it's called that, it's going to talk to outgoing rocket fuel, which means that is this. That should be fine. In fact, I can just throw this. I know. Just take this. That'll get it launched wherever the thing is. I can replace that for my purposes if I have to switch over to the other jetpack.
That's me when I say that we have enough of that stuff just sitting.
Oh, I know. But we'd have to pull it into the system, and that's what I'm doing with this. Now, if I had... That's really a splitter. So I kind of like... What if... There is nothing resembling room to put in a merger right there, is there? Well... This sucks. There's no good way to do this at all. Let me think about it. Hang on. Yeah, the most reasonable thing would be move this back a bit to make room for a merger, but then it would wreck the whole bit. We'd want to move all of them to get them not sucking. So the alternative, I guess, is to really move this splitter and then just patch everything up once I've done that. How can I get this in place at all of that? There's no telling right now. Lose that, and lose that. Patch, lose that. Patch that there. Oh, lose it. Lose that, and that. Patch that. That was a go up and over thing, so just do that and see where it's supposed to go, if anywhere. Where the hell is it? There was a thing, and I don't know where it is now. Oh, that's not it. Hang on a minute. That might have been redundant somehow, because I really don't see where the hell it would be. Lose that until it turns out I need it. That's patch. That is going in. That goes to that, and then splits that way, and into that thing, and whatever. That leaves having a... Do I have a merger anywhere, or do I have to... What's that? It's a splitter, right? Merger. Can go back here somewhere, maybe. And again, we can trash all this and do it better sometime, but... Give me... Don't do that. Give me, these are just gonna occupy... What's that? Oh, that's where it was merged. Okay. That was... It confused me by going the other way. Can that... Good. And then that's going... Oh, I guess it landed at some point. This is... this is going to merge in from, we'll just go over here with it, from, get on the ground, and, well, there's output, that's just handy. Is there a drone waiting for it? It's here, but it's not doing much. It doesn't have anything in it, I don't know why. Oh, it does it. Okay, so that's going on. So now these go around, connect to this, and really right now we're all going into here, because we are pretty full, but when we're not full it'll help, because you see how many we just got, it's stacks and stacks, which beats what we got here. Yeah, that probably works, why not? It looks okay-ish. Well, we can rework everything whenever, but for now it's fine. It's not working, that's what I want out of it. It just looks bad is all. That puts us at half an hour. So since that's a pretty round number, let's drop down to where we ought to be. Where are you?
I'm at the rock.
I'll come find you and we'll just kind of bug out of here on episode 106.1. And come back in, I hope, later today. Today is Tuesday. When we get the other thing. And, start up another file, because I'm not going to leave it just paused that whole time. Stitch them together and resolve or whatever the hell after the fact. It'll be fun. So, if that works out, we'll see you in a minute. Either way, we'll see you in a minute. Just worst case, we might have to release this on Friday or something instead. We'll see what happens. Alright, we'll get out of here and be back later today or in a few seconds. So, hang on. And we're back. So it's now 9:18 in the morning. Started downloading this at 9 in the morning. Had to shut down Steam entirely, Steam exe, and get it to trip across some breakdown, and then when it started back up, it had an update waiting for me for Satisfactory, and it took this long to download. Now it's verifying just to make sure we're okay. Which is boring, so I'll pause this until it's done doing whatever the hell it's doing. Hang on. Okay, 922, that's validated. Let me get started up. Hang on. Black screen. May have jumped unpausing this. Well, it doesn't really tell you what version it is, it's just the logo. And of course she wandered out of the room for a minute, so it's just me for a sec. I'll wait till this does anything. Wait. It stopped. Is that a good sign? I'll be back when I see something. Okay, here we have that little guy, and then this is, must be new if it's telling me that there's an autosave feature. Which, believe me, I know. I don't care. You know, that probably would apply to me. I've got chronic migraine. It could be an issue. Why not? Welcome to the one. This isn't new. What do you think is new about this?
Background's new?
Yeah, it is. But this looks... Oh, wait, 101. No. Get in. Try that. See what we get. If it doesn't work, we'll know it's updated, that's for sure. When you're done validating, they'll be in a minute.
Yeah, I know that for me, flashing lights are just about an instant headache.
It's not good, yeah.
I appreciate the warnings.
Yeah, but it still doesn't need to be in my way. This is in my way now. Okay, we'll come back when anything happens. It's loading. It's up. Let me... Can I fly? Can I go faster? Okay. Do we have anything new to look at? Like, what? Oh, you're coming in, so it hitched. Transportation, maybe? Do we have, like, an elevator shaft or something? What would that be?
Don't you have to buy it?
Maybe. Like, yeah, I've done this a lot. I don't know. It might be in this thing. Hi. Maybe architecture? Yeah, there we go. I don't have any tickets handy. We have like 100 just in one of these things, and I've got however many online, whatever they stack 2 times 5.
Oh, well that's comforting.
It is.
Congratulations, you made it to the loading screen.
Oh, cool. Alright, give me one of these guys. Add to cart. I can just do that, can't I? Go back to... What are we doing? What? Oh, it's just like this. Okay. So, I have a radio, I've got all the cassettes, we have all the statues. I guess you can buy multiple statues. There might be new hard drives. We thought of that after we quit out in the, thing that I guess I want... Oh, damn it, I keep doing this. Can I just go back and... Yeah, just add to cart. I don't need to go through. Give me that one. I have 113, so keep that in mind. These are all ghosted. They're done. Organization, we might get some special... Well, we got that. Yeah, we knew about that one. Customizer.
There's a new research,
I'll get to it. Let me figure out what I need to buy real quick. Walls. Architecture I looked at. So that I got that. I don't have to buy it again. Don't have that. I guess I'll grab it. What else am I going to do with the money? What's this thing? Oh, okay. Why not? And the equipment is you don't buy it because you can make it, and buying it is a waste of time and money and sanity.
and parts are the same.
And parts. Yeah. Okay. Go, give me money, or take money, take my money. Done with that. That should give me...
Humans have long practiced delegating work that strains and tires them to machines. It is their best achievement. Simple counting and short-term memory are often among such challenges, which the conveyor throughput monitor is specialized in. Simply add it to any belt, and it will tell you its throughput after only 1 minute.
Okay. I probably can't put these away yet. Not for 10 million more. Wait, what? A million. 10... A million. That'll actually be done in a matter of seconds. We'll get back to it. Researchy things, huh?
Yeah, there's just the one. But
Is this, what happened here? Is it just...
it's fine.
It's happening, it's just slow.
But
You've got the researchy things here, so what are we looking at?
there's just the one that's no longer complete.
What does it want from us? Oh. I know where those are. They're both in the same place, in fact.
Aren't there any in the cloud?
Yeah, there probably are, actually. I forgot I'm likely uploading this. So I need... What are they called? What's the... I know the one is the
Crystal oscillator
Yeah,
and reinforced iron plates.
have those. Need 15. I'll take whatever. And... we need that. And then we... do... And that's the one that goes on the thing in slot 9 that we can just do it. There's no hard drives, though, at this point.
No.
Yep, I saw that.
Priority merger unlocked. Useful for prioritizing between inputs to avoid eventual stoppage. If you have an issue with stoppage somewhere else, consult a physician instead.
Go put away the, where the hell am I? The, surplus stuff I just wound up with, and then we can look at a couple of things. They're not really, well, like, I can put these anywhere, they'll end up in there. Oh, wow, I used exactly however many reinforced plates I had.
Yep.
That's neat. So, hey, we could probably glance real quick at what we did, I keep wanting to think last time, but it wasn't. It was just the earlier half of... By the way, the earlier half of the video was like 32 minutes. We're at 7 minutes now, so that's 39. Just when it gets to be about half an hour here, we're out of time. What are you doing? Bringing in 232 and dropping them off now. Okay.
Well, that's neat.
It is?
Did the crash pods normally smoke this much?
Probably not. We're gonna find one.
I am currently looking directly at home, so I'm
okay.
facing west, but so you would have to head east from home.
The one that, like, that first one?
Yeah.
Okay. Let me get over there. Hang on. As I fall, that's still here, and those trees are still, so it didn't eradicate our fix-miss stuff, at least.
Yeah, by the way, be careful around some of the trees. There's a, like a, what's the word? When
Monster?
No,
That's a lot of smoke.
Yeah, there's an issue on, I think it might be the vines, there might be a collision.
Oh, yeah. Probably. Little bit, yeah, it's bonking me to the side.
Yeah.
You shall not pass. I can go right through the tree branch, though, so that's handy.
Yeah,
That's hilarious. That is not... No, that is not... It doesn't look like it's Niagara. It looks like it's, Well, it's, I guess it's similar. It's Niagara adjacent. There's not going to be anything in here. So we can delete these now? How do you do that?
That's why I came over here to find out, and then I got distracted by the smoke and the...
Crash debris. I guess might as well... Oh, don't do that.
Makes early game a lot easier.
It would if we were early game.
Yeah.
Is there anything else to it?
Yeah, you can get all of it.
Okay. And then I take it you just draw some dead things?
Oh, yeah.
Is there anything I'm missing?
Doesn't look like it.
So that got me some rods and some screw... Basically, basics. Stuff you could make by hand in the first hour of the game, basically. But that's off the damn map, so, you know, like, if we were still looking for hard drive, yeah, it would make it significantly easier if you didn't have to
It's not only...
be moving around, walking, probably, and you see a drive pod thing, and...
Yeah, not only would you be able to fully clear it off the map, you would...
You get goodies.
You would get the goodies scattered around, and then you would also get the goodies in it, and...
Right. Alright, so one thing I really want to do, because I jumped it earlier... We got some LOD issues going on.
Oh.
There's the waterfall just popped in as I said that. Yeah. That has not been updated to infinite level of detail. That's fine. It's just... It's so weird at this point to see something this ancient in something based in Unreal Engine, because we just kicked up to 5.6 this week. This month. So... Seeing stuff that's obviously from Unreal 4 in an update that came out today is just a little weird, I guess. It's not a big deal.
That's okay. Bleeding edge is just a really nice way of saying...
Well, yeah, we'd have...
hell.
Well, Ark, which I've
Let's not.
notoriously played. Well, Ark started up in early access in 2015, so everyone told me about it forever. You have to play this because, you know, paleontology. And I ignored it because it was just so insipid looking.
It's a dinosaur game. You love Jurassic Park, right?
No. It bothers me.
You'd love this, because...
I was noticing flaws in the novel in 1990, and no one else even read it. Everyone's like, oh yeah, they made the film, and then they... So the Velociraptor, I don't know if you know this, but they weren't even really Velociraptor. Of course I know this. Velociraptor mongoliensis. Of Mongolia. Of not... were they Montana? Seems like it was Snakewater or someplace.
I think they were probably in Montana, because that's...
Yeah,
that's...
digging up like an Aptian Deinonychus anaeropus in America, not in... And the thing's immense. But the thing is that I'm certain, I'd have to read it again, it's been decades, but I'm certain that when Crichton had the novel going, he said they were 6 feet tall. And that bugged me in 1990. It's like, no, they're not. First of all, we measure these things at the hips. So what you're telling me, I assume, is that they're 3 feet tall. 4. Which is huge. It's a large wolf or a small bear is that size. But, and so the heads are, you know, the top of their head is 6 feet off the ground. Fine. Except it's not. And this is before we got into, Utahraptor, Ostromasaur, well, at the time, Ostromasauri. Changed a couple of times. It was before Sinraptor Dungi. It was before any... We moved Sinraptors, didn't we? They're not Dromaeosaurs anymore. Are they? I don't know, it's been a minute. Anyway, so the biggest Dromaeosaurid we had in 1990 was, yeah, Deinonychus anaeropus. It was huge. For a Dromaeosaur. Because Dromaeosaurs are these teensy little cat-sized things, which are neat, but they're not 6 feet tall.
And much like a cat, they will kill you.
Oh yeah, they're bad.
Don't think that a cat wouldn't kill you. They...
Deinonychus are also bad, they're just bigger. Anyway, I finally got the game in 2016, and it was still in early access. Am I thinking it's still in early access now? It is a terrible game. It should be good. Everything about it sounds like, even if they modeled it so hard after Jurassic, they copied over all the mistakes. And then they released a new one like a year and a half ago, and I grabbed it. Why the hell not? It's not better. It's an Unreal 5. That's why it's supposed to be better. And I guess, I haven't looked at it yet, they just released an update in 5.5, even though we just got 5.6. And I want to play with this for a minute. You said this was 9, right?
Yes.
Oh, what? Ooh.
Almost.
No, wait, yeah, that... Well, I mean, I could try more. I guess I just figured that was better, so we were done. That's
Ooh.
really better. I like that a lot. Why, that looks intentional.
That's almost satisfying.
Oh, wait, is it just... Did it? Did it copy it? I didn't do anything.
Oh, well, that's neat.
Now I gotta know if that's a thing. Let me find a...
That one's
This one's its own
dark.
color.
Yeah.
Well, just give me that, and I'll just put it down and see what we... Yeah, like that. Didn't do it.
Yes, it
It
did.
cloned the color?
Yeah.
Well, I wasn't expecting that at all. I like that a lot.
Looks like the end caps are kind of yellow, but that can be fixed.
Well, yeah, I can if I knew what color this was. That's the problem. I don't.
I know.
I would have to probably find a juncture and clone the juncture. I don't know if that would copy over to anything important. Well, first of all, is that... who knows, probably. Color... Okay, that's like still the other one.
Yeah.
As does that. So
I guess-
it's not perfect, but it's a
No.
good start. If you could see in color and you could... Oh, yeah, that's the one I wanted. Which most people can, so I don't know why it's a weird hypothetical. Anyway, so that worked fine. That it copied the color, which is cool. Do I need the... No, it's all normal, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So that's taking in the canisters we're making and throwing them into this guy. Please don't do that. Slow 4. It's done. It's got them all, so...
Yeah, you were.
There's a couple hundred after... We could kick up the speed on that if we wanted to.
You're a very, very tiny percentage of the population.
Yeah, I'm like
You
one
and-
in 32,000 people have chromatopsia.
You and that guy, the Fallout.
Tim Kaine.
Yeah.
And it's weird too because the condition a chromatopsia, right, is supposed to be all or nothing. It's not about rods and cones, but it is supposed to be just a thing that you have or you don't have.
Mm-hmm.
He and I apparently not only both have the same weird condition, but it's both progressive. Because I used to be able to see most colors. I couldn't see red or green, if memory serves. And how do you remember what you don't remember seeing? But, yeah, so like things that were red or green looked sort of blue or something. I don't even know anymore. And then that changed over time, so. Anyway, yeah, so the new subversion, it's not Arc 2, they're still talking about that. But Arc Ass Ended is in 5.5 now, apparently. To varying degrees of attrition. Some people, they load it up and it's like, yeah, perfect. And other people, possibly the majority, it just completely annihilated everything. It demolished all their save files. And
If I'm remembering the recent update video correctly,
yeah,
the problem is bizarre and inverted. Like people who have video cards that you would expect
Mm-hmm.
to just handle anything are the ones having problems.
That's always the way.
And also people who don't have the approved monopoly brand.
Yeah. I don't know if I luck out on video cards or if it's just that you have to do a smidge of research to know not to get the bad one. I had that, was it the 1080, 1060, like a decade ago, that's still considered good. It's on a shelf somewhere. Replace that with a 1660 Super, which is still considered good. And now I've got this, what's becoming an antique 3080 titanium from 4 years ago. and I'm just not having problem. People with 5090s are like running into issues.
Well, yeah,
And
that's
fires.
because they stupidly bought a 5090 after, uh, you know, after the 4090 fires, and they,
Yeah.
well, obviously they're going to fix this. They didn't.
No, they
Of
didn't.
course they were never
haven't.
going to fix it. They were blaming it on the end user.
Yeah, it's hard to do. Blame it on Arc. I might buy that. Yeah, it's a terrible. It's a miserably incompetent game. However good it should be, it isn't. They put all this effort into. We want to do a Jurassic Park clone, but just different enough we can't get sued. And so they tried, and yeah, they were so preoccupied with whether or not they should. They never thought to think if they could, and they can't. They are bad at making games. And they were a wild card, but somewhere in there, some company called Snail something, which is a perfect name, like snail mail, but worse, bought them or always had them, but started wanting attention. And man, they are just greedy morons. They can't make anything good, but they keep wanting money. So
It is super that whole corporate thing.
yeah,
I tried to make sense of it, and I'm not sure I can.
it all came out of nowhere. No one ever heard of any of these people, and suddenly they own it. And also, okay, so like the #1 game in the history of video games, like it might outsell chess at this point, is Minecraft. And somewhere beneath it are things like The Sims and Tetris and whatever else is on this list of the most popular games ever. Ark, the original Ark, not the new one, or the one that hasn't come out yet, obviously, is like #4. It beats like everything. It beats it. There's more people have Ark than Tetris. More people have Ark than any given Mario game. It's incredible how popular it is, even though it's terrible. I didn't know it was that popular.
Severe doubts that more people have Ark than Tetris.
I don't know what to tell you. It's on the list. I don't know if Tetris is on. Tetris is so public domain, it might not be on that list. While we run out of time, let's think a little. I gotta think about where stuff really. We could probably build out a bit first. Yeah, we can just do that. Let's go down here. There's nothing else. Is there anything in here this is just making guns and filters and stuff, right?
Oh my god, it actually beat Tetris.
It did, yeah.
But not Grand Theft Auto 5.
Well, nothing ever will, except for Minecraft. Where are we on Days Not Dead? That didn't reset on us, did it?
I hope not.
305.
Oh, good. I was going to say, you're going to be so mad,
we
aren't
have
you?
yeah, it's going to bug me. We have 2 months to live. Or put another way, that's what I'm aiming for, to see what happens if we, So this it could, yeah, let's do that. So if I hit, yeah, it was transport. So that, what do I need to put down for this? I don't really know how this works. I don't want to go through the battery floor, so that's here. I want to be outside of this. And that's in the way. So let's go this way with it. And spin it till I see the door in the right, like that, I think. Oh wait, it didn't take. I had to do something else to hang on. Let me do that again. Because now I know what we're trying to... Where is this coming out? We could have floors. We could have stops on every floor or whatever. So if I got that back, and I don't know how you do this apparently, you go down until the door is facing the right way, which I think must be that plug-in. So click there, and then what do you build up? Okay. And I assume, and there's really no limit anymore on building up, is there? Not an important limit. Let's just go up to this floor that we're not even using yet. And but in a good way. Not in an arc way. Is that going to be... I think maybe it's there. Set this down and see if it matches. What happened? Oh, it's still happening. Ah, nuts. Well, now that I know that, go try it. What are you doing? Oh, it just deleted that? Can I... That's not going to make any sense. What do you... No, damn it. I had no idea what this is. What do you... But there's no door. Okay, so if I had a door... If I put this here... But that's too... There we go. Does that just work? And then I can lose... I don't know what I can lose. It's not powered. Do we need a power line? There's no power line. On every floor?
I don't know.
What is not happening here? Okay. Is it really gonna like, whoa! I fell down. We need a lift or something. What is this doing? Anything? I can't imagine what.
It might be...
I might need another level to it somewhere. Let me go down and get this. So, oh, let me start by having that, because then I can just have it. Is that that's a floor stop. Okay, I gotcha. Go all the way down to, it's just a shaft right now. That's what's so weird about it. If we throw this in, wait, I'm not down there yet. If we throw this into there, no, because that's there. Does that need to be powered too? Is that the problem?
It seems to be powered.
I don't know what the hell is
Let
happening.
me...
Yeah, hit the button.
Okay.
What do I not have in this thing that we need?
I don't know.
I don't either. That's plugged in. I can see that it's plugged in.
Yeah, and I pushed the button to call it.
There it is. It's just really slow. It's faster just to fly up there. Come on in if you want.
Okay.
See if this gets us to, like, there's only one other floor. That's 144. Are we going? Okay. Is there elevator music? Eponyma's happening or something?
I'm
really can't hear it.
Elevata, which is like Ada, but
Oh,
we're
cool.
not currently taking any feedback.
I wouldn't either. It should be like Snail Games or what? Oh, because I have this stupid ledge. Yeah, that's good. That worked. And then, so theoretically, we can just add a floor anytime we want to stop somewhere that's not
Yeah.
either extreme. So let's just put one. Oh, let's actually start with a floor you can walk on. Then give me a floor stop. That I suppose goes about here. This is weird. I mean, it's cool, I guess, but I'm trying to understand it. Where do you want me to put this thing? Where? Oh, okay, just do that. Whatever. So now you can call for a lift, which will come from down, yeah, there, and we just decide if we want to go up. Okay, and we can probably label the 144 to be anything better than a number.
Probably.
Let's find out real quick if I get out here. Okay, is there a... No, I don't see a way. Can I do it here? Edit floor info. The top. Don't care about icons. Ground, and these will all be in order anyway. Ground level. And what, done. Just let me up.
Now you have to figure out where you,
Yeah, I don't know. That. Do that. We are running out of time now. We got a couple of minutes left. So this level is...
it's like factory floor, basically.
This is the... It is. It's the factory level. It's the one where we've been putting all of the things. So let's call this... Yeah, we'll I'll edit somehow. Edit. I mean, it seems really redundant to call it this, but we'll call it this for now anyway. Factory level, factorial level. All done. Ground level is right there. Yeah, so this is better. I mean, waiting for the thing to show up takes longer than just
And
flying.
we could add one
Yeah, we can do
right
whatever
there.
we want.
for, like, you know, the sorting level.
Right, yeah, that's... Well, go ahead. I mean, you've got these, and can you just double... Or... That's a floor stop. Yeah, I can't see. You're going to have to... You click it. I'll go to the... No, we just have to go up there, huh?
Yeah.
So if we go up here, we'll... Oh, yeah, the problem with this was... Okay. Mirror, and give me... Wait, that's just there, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Okay. So that's handled. Let's put this in place. Go inside it, if I'm allowed to. Anytime.
Yeah, it's here.
Yep. Okay. And now we should have a fourth button. And that's going to be, yeah, the sorting level. Why
It's
not?
also where the train is.
I don't care. The train, there is no train. The train did.
I know.
Maybe it works better now in 1.1. I don't know. Oh, our objective came back.
Oh, it'll go away again.
What is that thing called?
Oh, start plate?
We have that. See if we can just make this thing shut up. I don't know what'll happen.
No.
No, we're done. Our
Yeah.
purpose concluded. We're not doing that.
Well,
And I'm not putting that back in right now because I got filled in. Well, anyway, we have a lift, we have 1.1, we have,
and it's not crashing me this time.
no, it's not. That's kind of cool. We have pipes that can be bent nicely that, remember the color they're supposed to be, which is kind of cool. I'm sure 1.1.1 or whatever's next will
I'm
fix the joints that don't get colored in. But
yeah.
whatever.
I'm looking at. I keep getting distracted by stuff, and I played this earlier this morning, and I wasn't really awake, so I'm not sure if it all looked like this.
Get a screenshot of 1.1 because that's kind of what it's known for so far.
Yeah, I got you a screenshot of the loading screen I got.
Oh, well, maybe we'll do that. You can always throw it at me. Okay. Well, that's an hour then because we're at 62 minutes at this point. Essentially, what happened?
My weapon was completely unloaded. That's unacceptable.
What do you do with that? It's a dollar.
Yeah, you hold R. You're fine.
I guess so. Okay.
Got a cartridge in there or whatever.
Yeah, that works. All right. Well, we'll get out of here. You can like and subscribe and update to 1.1 if you haven't for some reason. We'll try to get rid of our objective at some point because there's nothing we can do with that. It's just going to be there until it's not. It's happened before. I don't know why it's like that. Click the stupid bell for notifications, and we'll see you next time.